everyone.
Hello.
Kelly and Cody here. We are answering your questions from Instagram.
Yes, so for those of you that might not know who we are or might be new to this platform specifically and seeing us for the first time, we have an Instagram page. It's called Positive Travelty. It's right here, and we have it in the description as well. These questions came from a story that we did, and we are going to tackle them here now on YouTube. So, first question.
All right, and these are fun. Okay.
Some of them.
And by the way, I'm 37 weeks pregnant, if anyone
Yes.
doesn't know that. So a lot of these are pregnancy related, but do you know the sex of your baby? All right, so this has been asked many, many times, and I feel like a lot of you guys feel like we actually do know the gender of our baby and we're just not sharing.
Like keeping it a secret or something.
But we really don't.
We don't.
We do not know the sex of the baby at all. We will find out at birth. Everyone will find out after the birth.
We have been very careful, very careful. And we always have to make sure that people at the hospital and any doctor's office that we go to, that they know that we don't want to know. It's like the first thing that gets said when we go somewhere. It's like, hey, by the way, we don't want to know the gender.
Yeah.
So please be careful.
And someone even asked me, they're like, well, how do you not know from the ultrasounds? So how this goes, basically, we go into the ultrasound and we tell them what Cody just said.
Yep.
And then we look away immediately just in case the baby's like, spread eagle or in some kind of position. And then once they give us the okay, they're like, okay, no, baby's from the profile, then we're good to go. So no, we do not know the sex.
Question number 2.
All right.
That's a good question though. It's fair.
Who is going to be more nervous when labor starts, Kelly or Cody?
Me, I think for sure. Well, here's the thing. I
I
can't feel what she's feeling. So I don't know what's going on. I don't have any way of measuring the seriousness of something. Does that make sense?
I mean, I'm going to be nervous too, don't get me wrong, but I feel like he's just going to be like, I have to take care of her and this baby and get...
I'm going to be real nervous. I will be nervous for sure.
And it's coming. It's coming soon.
It is coming very soon.
Okay. Will you take the baby traveling when he or she is a little bit older, like toddler age?
100%.
Yeah.
That is a guarantee. But not right away.
Well, no, they said toddler.
Right. But even so, I mean, you need to see how the baby is, see how the toddler is, and then you can kind of determine what they're capable of doing.
Right.
So, I mean, it's hard to say when.
I really don't see
yes.
us right away going on like the crazy adventures that we've done in the past necessarily. I think we're gonna do more. I mean, I really don't know, but what I envision is more like resorts and beachy things and kind of easier.
Shorter flights, I think, is going to be the key thing. the effort behind long travel and really far away destinations, I think that we might avoid for a little bit, just for overall comfort.
Yeah.
We're going to be tired. The baby's going to be tired sometimes too. I just think, shorter, easier trips I think will be more enjoyable as a family to start out.
That's our plan.
Yeah.
Okay. Will either set of parents be in town to help for the first few days once the baby is born?
Another great question.
So
Kelly's parents actually live very close.
Yeah.
They're only 2.5 hours away from us, but my parents have to fly here.
From Michigan.
Yeah, so.
And we're in Houston.
I think we will likely be here a few days on our own. Or a week, or 2 weeks, or something. I don't know. We'll be here by ourselves probably for a little bit.
We're playing it by ear, but I think at least for the first few days, like he was saying, I think for me personally, I would like just the three of us to bond and try to adjust.
Yeah, of course.
And, just try to figure things out a little bit.
Right.
Without having to worry about entertaining guests. I don't know.
Yeah,
it just seems
worrying about somebody else's comfort.
Right. Because we're going to have a lot of adjusting to do, and I just feel like it's going to be a little hectic. But my mom did offer to come and help us and stay with us, which
my
I'm
parents
sure
have offered to fly down as well. So I think when the time is right, then we'll make it.
It's going to happen. But it could be 3 days. It could be a week. I don't really know.
It could be an hour.
But we do have help available. Would you ever do another House Hunters episode?
This is a great question. So for those of you that don't know, we were on House Hunters back in, what was it,
Early 2020, and it was House Hunters International. We had a place in Panama, which is where we met.
Yes, correct. So that was an incredible experience. We had a lot of fun with that. It was a really enjoyable time working with the crew and like seeing how that was done and just being a part of that whole HGTV series. It's an incredible episode. You can find it still. It's called Bocas del Toro Blogosphere, I think, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
You can still find it online and on some streaming services. But yeah.
I would do it again.
I would do it again.
In a heartbeat.
Yeah, sure.
I really enjoy it.
Maybe something like US based or maybe something like even Caribbean again.
Yeah, I don't know, because ultimately we do want to have a home abroad. I don't know when that's going to happen. It could be 2 years, it could be 5 years. I don't know. But yeah, I would love to do that again. Okay. Do you guys plan to teach video and photo? Do you guys plan to teach video and photography editing in the future?
Yes. So hold on. This is a funny topic because we actually have like a whole platform that we've been working on. You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Whole platform that we've been working on to teach photo and video to our followers and really to anybody that wants to learn. But every time we're like about to release it and start working on it, something comes up. Okay, so last year we had it done in the spring, ready to go, and then we decided to travel for 6 months. So we were in Asia for a long time. And then we came back and we were thinking, okay, this is last year, right? So we're thinking December, maybe January, maybe February. We'll launch it then. But then in November, we found out that Kelly was pregnant. She still is, but.
It's just one of those things. It's
happen.
going to be a very hands-on project for us. Very, I don't want to say time-consuming, but.
There's going to be a requirement behind it. We'll have to continue doing what we already do, plus developing that content to help teach and help push and help inspire. So it's just a lot.
We want to do it. I think we will do it. It's just now with the baby coming, I just don't know when we're going to have the time. So
maybe next
year. Hopefully in the near-ish future, we can launch that.
Yeah.
All right, next up. Do you have any birth preferences? And if so, what are they? I've also been asked this quite a few times. I don't exactly have a birth plan, and here's why. I feel like if I go in just, having one way in my head and it doesn't end up doing what I want, and I don't know, I just feel like so many things can happen and change.
It could just be added,
right?
Like unnecessary stress,
right?
Basically.
Right, so I'm kind of just winging it, but I do not want to be induced. I do not want a C-section. Not that there's anything wrong with if I have to do either one of those things, but those are not what I want.
It's normal to have a preference, right? I mean, for how you want the birth situation to go.
Yeah, but if I have to have it, then I have to have it. But
wrong or anything like that. But
no,
it's just personal preference.
No, I would love to do it naturally also, but I know myself, and it's probably not going to happen. I'm probably going to take that epidural.
We shall see.
But I don't know. I've never experienced birth. I've never experienced what that even feels like, or if I can handle it. Or
First-time parents here too, by the way. First time.
So, yeah, that's my answer. What is one place that y'all have traveled before that you can't wait to take the baby?
Ooh, that's a great question. We've traveled to a lot of different places. We're approaching 60 countries now, I think.
It's not 60.
Close to it,
40, 48.
Oh, is it? Oh, I thought it was 58.
No.
Oh, okay. I haven't been keeping
48
track.
together. We have more on our own.
Okay.
But anyway.
That's somewhere around there. Oh, interesting. I thought that we broke into the 50s this year.
You did.
Year. Oh, okay. Okay. So for me, that made more sense. Okay.
I'll go ahead and say, I can't wait to take our baby to Panama because that's the place that Cody and I met. Yeah. It's a very special place, so I think it will be even more special to go back to the place that we met, to the exact place that we met, that hostel. Yeah. At the bar.
I think
and bring our
Panama
baby.
Would
like
be
how
fantastic.
cool.
I think Thailand would be cool as well.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful place and everyone's just so friendly, and the island hopping there is incredible. I think that would be a really great food too. I think that would just be a fun experience.
I agree. It's just a very simple way of life. The islands in Thailand are great.
I love it.
Second that. And Cody wants a diving buddy anyway.
I do. I really want a diving buddy.
It's not me. Okay, next question. Do you plan to stay in Houston? Yes, but not forever. Truthfully, I really only see us in this area for probably another couple of years. I have no idea. We don't have anything
this is definitely
planned or
this is definitely where we want to be
for right now.
for now, like in the first couple of years, and like getting our family going and everything like that, and raising our baby in the early years. I think here is great. We love it here already. There's a lot to do. It's a beautiful city, amazing food, the weather's awesome.
We have you're the only person that says that about the weather.
I love the heat. It's amazing.
But yeah, we do have a lot of friends in this area. My family is just about a 2.5 hour drive to Louisiana. So it makes sense for us to be here. And I also think that we are going to look into buying a house. Maybe by the end of the year, but we'll see. But yes, it's going to be in Houston. And that doesn't mean that we're going to be here forever. Like probably just a couple years.
Right.
What do you
like?
You
never know with us.
I know, that's the thing.
You never know.
What do you like most about living in Houston? That kind of
Okay, well, I think I kind of already answered that. I think food for me might be my favorite.
Food and hot weather?
Food, the hot weather. It's a cultural melting pot here. So there's food from all over the world.
Love it.
Tons of different cuisines. It's all done so well too. You can find, let's just say like Thai food anywhere, right? But a lot of times it's not like real authentic Thai food. But here,
there's Thai people making the Thai food.
It is so good. It is so, I love it.
Yeah, no, that's very true. I think we read an article that Houston is actually one of the most culturally diverse cities in the U.S. It's also the 4th biggest city in the U.S. So there's
I believe it.
Tons to do here. And again, we have friends and family nearby. So
and there's also really good Indian food here.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my gosh. I can talk about food all day. I'll stop
Me
now.
too. We're both foodies. Speaking of food, will you be making your own baby food? And if so, will you be making a kid's cookbook?
Great question.
I do plan on cooking.
Kelly is a published author. She has her own cookbook. So that's a great question.
I do plan on making some baby food, but I don't think I'm going to do another cookbook. It was just a lot of work, and it was very time consuming. And I did that 2 years ago when we didn't even have a baby. I honestly couldn't imagine tackling that again with a baby. It's not impossible, but
it's a lot.
Probably not. But I am very happy to share some recipes like on Reels and definitely here on YouTube.
I was gonna say
that I can share with you guys.
We'll do some things here, like little bits and pieces like that. But the undertaking for an actual book, again, it's too much.
I don't know. I don't see it anytime soon. But never say never, right?
Yeah. Unless one of you out there wants to do all the publishing work and all the manuscript work for us,
a lot of
100%. Kelly can submit the recipes. We'll do the photos and the videos, and then you can handle the rest of it.
I'll probably just.
But we did all of it last time. It was a lot.
Okay, next question. Are you planning an offline time once the baby is here? If so, how long?
I don't know if that's a tough question to answer, because I think realistically, I don't think any of it's going to be planned. I don't know if I can say that we really have like a plan for how we're going to manage our time during the first few weeks, the first few months.
We have no idea
how
this is going to be.
I think we'll definitely have times where we do disappear from social media for a day or two or something like that, and it's honestly just going to come when it's needed, when we're too tired to do it and we're just not thinking about it.
I think especially in the first week or two, I know that we're going to try to bond as a family, so we might disappear for a little bit. But I mean, it's not going to be, we don't have like a set timeline or anything. We're just going to take it day by day.
Day by day, hour by hour. We'll see how it goes.
Minute by minute. What's your favorite vegetable?
Ooh, this is a good one.
That's a fun one.
Totally off topic from the baby stuff too. This is a good break.
I like Brussels sprouts a lot.
I like Brussels sprouts
a
lot too.
Only if they're cooked the right way.
I
don't like those
baked.
Steamed Brussels sprouts. They're
soggy
soggy
like
and
stuff. I like them
crispy.
baked. I like them baked with like chili oil or honey and goat cheese and that kind of thing. What's another? Okay, so what would be another one though? What's another favorite vegetable?
I love sweet potatoes.
Yeah, sweet potatoes good too.
I love broccoli, cauliflower.
I like sweet potato fries.
I'm a vegetable person over fruit all day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm forgetting vegetables right now. What are some other vegetables? I like carrots. Carrots are good. Brussels sprouts hands down. That's the winning vegetable for me.
Okay, what was it like for you two deciding on your baby names that you like? Was it easy or was it hard? It was not easy, and you know why? Because of him. He didn't like
picky.
hardly
I was kinda picky
anything that I
about it.
would find. I would sit there and just scroll the internet night after night after night, and I would send him lists. I'm telling you, like lists of names.
She's
And
always,
I'm like, what about
pitching
any of
baby
these?
names to me, and I'm like, no. I don't
And he's like,
any of these.
they're okay. I'm like, this kid is not gonna have a name, I swear. But
Well, this process started way early on too. She was definitely more of a planner. Kelly was more of a planner in this case. In regards to like
it's our baby's
the
name.
And I was like, I don't know what I want yet. I'm going to take some time. I want to think about it. But we also haven't shared our names either.
right.
Again, we don't know if it's a boy or if it's a girl, and we have not shared either of our name choices yet.
Well, and I think that made it a little bit more difficult because instead of just looking for like a boy name, knowing that we were having a boy, for example,
Right.
we had to find
really
two
find
names, which was kind of a struggle. But fun fact for you, I'm the one that came up with the girl name, and Cody is the one that came up with the boy name.
A fun
So
fact.
we
A little
will
tidbit for
we
you.
will see which one it is. Any nerves about the delivery or after? Yeah.
I think
All
we're both
the
starting to
nerves.
get a little nervous now.
Oh.
More so than before. This last like week, I think, has kind of been like the beginning of that. I've had like some little bits of like nervousness like all throughout, but I would say like
It's coming.
within the last
It's
week,
coming.
I've really kind of started to feel more nervous more regularly just because, you know, it's coming up. It's really close now.
I know. I go back and forth. We're both very excited. I know we are. But at the same time, it's like as excited as I am, and I really, really want to know the gender, I think I'm most excited to just meet our baby and
Yeah.
find out who they are.
Well, and the nervousness comes from not having done this before.
It's the unknown.
Yeah, I don't know how this is going to be.
Right.
I mean, you can see it in like movies and stuff, right? And we have friends that have had kids, and you know, you hear how it is and whatever, but it's the experience itself, like doing this for the first time. Having a
Yeah.
baby, that doesn't really make me that nervous.
That's because I have to have the
goes-
baby, not you. I'm nervous about
what
having
goes
the
into
baby.
it, the lead up, you know, when the time comes, like that's what I'm nervous about. The moment
Yeah.
I realize like we gotta go to the hospital, that's the moment that makes me nervous.
Yeah, and I also get nervous sometimes about just the fact that our lives are never going to be the same. And I know it's going to be better, but I just
Yeah.
it's really hard to prepare for something that you simply just cannot prepare for. I don't know.
Again,
It just
the nervousness is the unknown.
mixed emotions all around.
Yeah. But there's also excitement in the unknown too, which is crazy. It's a weird like mixture. I'm sure some of you can relate to this, but it's a
I want to share something.
crazy roller coaster of
So
feelings right now.
I actually told this to Cody about 2 days ago, but something that's been helping me over the past week, really, whenever I left my job to travel, especially after I met him on day 2 of my solo travels, just knowing that I was but I wasn't going back home, and I was going into the unknown with no job security, no house anymore, no anything. That was such a scary thing for me, but it turned out to be the best thing that I've ever done. So in my head, I've been thinking of it that way, and I'm like, okay, there's a lot of unknowns going into having a baby, but at the same time, I feel like it's going to be the best thing that we've ever done. And it's been helping me. So I told him that. I was like,
that's a good way to think about it.
It's just the unknown, I think, is what's scary.
Yeah.
Okay. And how does Cody know Spanish?
Another great question.
Fun
Non-baby
fact.
related.
Cody is fluent in Spanish.
I am. So I started learning Spanish when I was a little kid. I had a private tutor at home. My parents don't speak Spanish, but my mom was taking it. My mom went back to college when I was old enough to babysit my brother, more or less around that time frame. And I would help her with her flashcards, and I always remembered all of them. And they say that kids are better with languages than adults, so I think that probably has a part in that. But yeah, I mean, I started super young. I studied it in high school, and then I took it in college. I ended up majoring in Spanish, and I traveled a bunch in Central and South America. I studied abroad in Costa Rica. I was in Panama off and on over a span of 3 or 4 years. We met there. I don't know. I just learned it.
Learned it at a
I
young
learned
age.
it, started young, and I kept up with it. It was something that I was really enjoyed, and I thought it was cool to be able to speak another language. So I never like shied away from opportunities to practice or go to a country and use what I knew and see if I could learn more.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's going to teach our child Spanish.
Oh yes.
Absolutely.
100%.
So that's another thing that we're going to have to try to navigate, because I'm going to
Yeah.
speak to the child in English, he's going to speak to the child in Spanish, and it's going to be kind of challenging because I don't know Spanish. So I feel like once this baby picks up on it, these two are going to have their own little.
Oh yeah, for sure. We'll talk about you behind your back all
That's
the
my
time. Not
point,
even behind
I
your
know.
back. We can just talk about you right in front of you.
Okay. Do either of you have a preference on the gender of the baby?
That's a tough question to answer.
Okay. I do not. I truly do
Yeah.
not. And
truly, I do not either.
right. But it's okay to
I
have a
just
preference.
want it to be healthy and happy.
Obviously.
And you
Yeah.
know, all that. But I do see myself more as a girl dad. So I want to have a girl.
Which is funny
Yeah.
because I grew up with 4 brothers, no sisters. I'm the only girl. And my entire life, or my entire adult life, anytime I would envision myself futuristically, like with a kid, I always saw myself as a boy mom. I guess because I can relate better to boys because I grew up with all brothers. But because I didn't have any sisters, I feel like this would be the closest thing, if I have a daughter, for me to ever have a bond with a girl like that. So either one for me, I'm totally good.
I mean, either one for me, I'm totally good too.
I just can't wait.
But I would love to have a daughter. I would.
So, but you know, you've never really answered me when I've asked.
I don't know if
Like,
I really
I've asked so
have
many times.
I
I'm
don't
like,
know if I really
but
have an
why?
answer why. It just feels like,
You just need to have a daughter.
yeah, I just feel like that's what I'm like, just like meant to be a girl dad. I just kind of feel that way. I don't really know why.
Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
Well, we will see in probably 2 weeks
Yeah.
at best.
Coming
I
soon.
don't know.
Coming real soon. We'll know soon enough.
Stay in there.
Yeah. Keep cooking.
Woo. Okay, but that's all the questions that we have.
Oh, is that it? Okay.
Yeah. Unless you have anything else you want to.
Oh, I have a question. This is a legitimate question. She's definitely a morning person. Okay, I'm like kind of not.
Where are you going with
Why
this?
do you have so many ideas? How do you have?
I knew
Not
it.
why. The
I
question
knew
is
it.
how.
I knew it.
How do you have so many ideas within 10 seconds of waking up?
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Why does it annoy you so much?
Because I'm still waking up.
Okay.
Anyone else relate to this? She'll be awake for 10 seconds and she's always like, hey, what if we do this today? Or how about we do this? Or we could film this? Or
No,
what if we
no,
take this
no,
photo?
no,
Look
no,
at
no.
my vision board. And I'm like, I haven't even had coffee yet.
No, that does happen, but it's not like I just wake up and 10 seconds later. This is what really
This is what
happens. I wake up a lot earlier than Cody most days, and I have a lot of time to sit by myself and think about whatever it is that we need to do. Or, yes, I do have a lot of ideas and photo ideas and creative ideas in general, but that's what it is. Yeah.
Okay.
So the hour to 3 hour span that I have by myself in the morning,
Spent planning what to ask me.
and then as soon as he wakes up, I'm like, here you go.
Yep. Have some ideas. Here's your day.
Whatever. Okay, guys.
I have a second question now.
Oh my.
Will you have all of these ideas still after they have the baby?
Oh, I have folders of ideas already for
no.
baby photography. That's actually something I'm very excited
I'm gonna
about.
be super busy.
Well, I mean, yeah, we can choose when we do it, but
That's true. That is true.
we are doing it.
Okay.
I'm telling you, I'm a vision board queen. I find inspiration on Pinterest a lot, and then I just snowball from there. I'm like, ooh, 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 ooh. And then I've used that and I make my own kind of.
I love it.
We
It's
have
great.
to take pictures of our
Yeah.
baby.
I just need an hour. You know, I need an hour in the morning.
Start waking up earlier.
to get rolling.
All right, we hope you enjoyed our Q&A and getting to know us a little bit better. And of course, if you have anything else that you want us to talk about, drop it in the comments.
Yep. Also, feel free to find us on Instagram or on Facebook. It's Positravelty. Again, we've got the name right here. The link is in the description too. We are always around. Love to chat with you guys. So leave some comments anywhere, but be sure to subscribe here and stay tuned for our next videos. See ya.